Hey guys, what is up? Dota Tech here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my gaming PC for $800. Now, before we get started, I just want to say that this is an entry-level gaming PC that's getting onto a mid-range gaming PC, so you're going to get some really good performance for what you pay here. And yeah, let's get started. For our CPU, we're going to be using an Intel Core i3-3220. So this CPU is clocked at 3.5 gigahertz. It's a dual core processor and it's on the LGA 1155 socket. So this basically means that you're going to get a butt ton of power for only $130. For our motherboard, we're going to be using the Asus P8 Z77-V. Now this has the LGA 1155 socket, so it's compatible with our processor. It's also got four 240 pin RAM slots, so you can add up to, I think, 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's got SATA 3, 6 gigabits per second, and also USB 3. So for $140, you have a great motherboard, which also supports Wi-Fi. For memory, we're going to be using Corsair Vengeance. Now, this is the black version. It also comes in a red and blue. And this is 8 gigabytes of DDR3 memory, clocked at 1600 megahertz. It's also 240 pins, so it fits in our motherboard. And you get this for about $70. For an SSD, we're going with Corsair again, and we're choosing a Corsair Force 3 SSD, and this is 90 gigabytes. It's got SATA 3 interface, and it's only 2.5 inch without any moving parts, so you're going to get some really good speeds and it won't crash as often as a mechanical hard drive for only $120. Speaking of mechanical hard drives, here we have the Western Digital Black. Now, this is a 1 terabyte hard drive that has the SATA 3 6 gigabits per second interface. So you also get really fast speeds, not as fast as an SSD. This is also a 7200 RPM drive with 64 megs of cache. Now, if you want to, you don't need this much storage, so you can go down to about 500 gigs. But if you need more, you can bump this up to anywhere, I think up to a 4 terabyte hard drive. Also, you can put these in RAID, but we've only gone with the 1 terabyte, so it's a good amount of storage for $95. For the graphics card, now, we've chosen with the EVGA GTX 660 Ti Boost, but if you have a little bit more in your budget, I would go for something maybe like a 660 or a 660 Ti. Or even if you don't have enough money for, or you don't have enough money for this, you can go with something, you can downgrade to maybe a 650. Either way, it will give you great performance, and this card has 1 gigabyte of GDDR5 memory. It's PCI Express 3.0, has two DVI ports, an HDMI, and a DisplayPort, and it also supports SLI. I was about to say Crossfire there. Anyway, yeah, all of that for about $150. For our power supply, we're going to be using the Corsair CX500. Now, this is a 500 watt 80 plus bronze non-modular power supply. If you want a upgrade to this PC, you want to clean up your cable management a bit, I would go with a modular power supply, but 500 watts is way, way, way overkill for this build. We could probably get away with maybe a 430 Corsair power supply, but just to give us that little bit of headroom in case we're doing some really heavily threaded tasks like, I don't know, gaming or video rendering, we just put in that extra wattage. And it's going to be great for about 60 bucks. For a case, you can choose anything you want here, but just make sure it's big enough. So we've gone with the NZXT Source 210. Now, this is a mid ATX case, so it's quite large, but it's good because you'll be able to house your mid ATX motherboard. It's USB 3, and it's got the aluminum brush plastic. Now, I know I just said a mid ATX motherboard, but I actually mean the size of our motherboard, which is ATX, and it's gonna fit, so yeah, USB 3, great looking case, all for about $40. Again, you can go with something a bit bigger or a bit fancier, but we didn't have enough money in our budget to do that, so we just went with this case. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. You can also check out my channel and check out some of my other builds, links here on screen. So you can check out my $10,000 gaming PC, sorry there, and my $500 gaming PC if you don't have as much money to spend. Both are great PCs. They're both going to get you a lot of performance, especially the $10,000 one. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. My name's Dotatech, and I'll see you guys later.